Everything we know as Chinese space mission finds beaches on Mars dating back 4 billion years. Findings from China's Zhurong rover have led to scientists being able to find out about beaches on Mars from 4 billion years ago. Despite being Earth's nearest planetary neighbor, Mars is a cold and desolate planet, but scientists think it was not always like that, and now new data collated by China's space missions finally have been looking into by researchers, which give extra weight to the idea that Mars was once a very wet planet full of water and even beaches. The China National Space Administration, CNSA Zhurong rover, launched in 2020, was behind the initial data haul that has since been looked at by space boffins. Landing on Mars 4 years ago, it spent its time on the red planet studying the makeup of Mars' surface and searching for icy content under the surface, as well as collating samples of the atmosphere for readings. First and foremost, scientists have thought Mars had a vastly different look in its history for a long time. Ever since NASA launched the Mariner 9 orbiter back in 1971, the spacecraft mapped 85% of Mars' surface and indicated a history of oceans on its surface dating back billions of years. Now, a new study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences has added to the evidence of Mars' past oceans, and that is after the discovery of buried beaches across the planet's surface. Dr. Benjamin Cardenas, co-author of the research from Penn State University, said Zhurong was sent to southern Utopia Planitia, new locations where paleo shorelines have been mapped from satellite data. Typically, the radar picks up on even subtle changes in sediment size, which is probably what happened here, he said. The study says, through radar dating, data gathered by the Zhurong rover, we identify extensive dipping deposits in the subsurface of the southern Utopia Planitia. These deposits have structures similar to those of Earth's coastal sediments. This finding implies the past existence of a large body of water, supporting the hypothesis of a past ocean in the northern plains of Mars. The research suggests that the Martian beaches have actually moved over time, with a major indication that the sands grew out into the ocean by at least 1.3 kilometers. It's a simple structure, but it tells you that there had been tides, and there had been waves, and there had been a nearby river supplying sediment, and all these things had to be active for some extended period of time, Cardenas said. The beaches themselves go back 4 billion years or so, and you might be thinking, so what? But it could help humanity in the ongoing search for extraterrestrial life forms, past or present. Mars expresses Earth-like geological features, seasonal cycles, and day-night rhythm makes it a unique analog to the evolution of Earth and informing the search for extraterrestrial life, researchers said. And although the surface of the present-day Mars is cold and dry, geological features such as valley networks, open and closed basin lakes, deltas, alluvial fans, pitted cones, and sedimentary rocks support the prior existence of vast amounts of liquid water, Tom Earnshaw on Lad Bible reports. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. My Patreon account, the daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.